Hello. I don't know why I always have the urge to make these videos in English, but something is just guiding me to do so. So let's just do it. I was just thinking about the fact that I would never like to have any sort of, people in my apartment or so who would actually clean my household, like a, cleaning lady or something like that. Like some people have, of course, right? So, and it doesn't matter if it would be for me affordable or not. It's not about any sort of money. So this is not really, that's not the point that I want to talk about. I rather prefer to have a little space that I can, clean up myself or just keep it clean than actually have something big that I would clean. I would like to clean it either. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, or the second point is, I just want to have, I want to have a space that I can actually clean alone, or, however the household is, if you live with a partner or not, something like that. But I find it, I don't know, and I believe, I think that has something to do with being highly sensitive or just being, intuitive. Yeah, you feel everything around you. That is a blessing. That is a blessing for mediumship, for card readings, for any sort of spiritual techniques, for spiritual channelings, for consultations. I have contacts to spirit guides, right? To angels, to any sort of, when I, at least when I meditate, but also in daily life, I already made a video about that it just comes spontaneously to me, these contacts. And also when I call it in, like, when I use tarot cards, for example, right? So I had already made this video. And by the way, you guys, I believe that this video will be out when there will be the annual readings and horoscopes for you guys. So, check that out if you want to. Just click your sign. And I made also a song for this zodiac series, so to speak. And this is an original Pisces channel. I'm just a sign of Pisces, and I would say I'm a typical Pisces, yeah. So we are sensitive, we are, caring, loving, giving. We are, I don't know, creative very much, yeah. So that's like being artsy, being spiritual, intuitive, and so on. Yeah, we learned everything about the previous signs because it's the last sign. This is not always an advantage. Yeah, there's a lot of wisdom, but that means that all signs can be also mixed up in our system, and that can be even chaotic. Yeah, but everything comes with a price tag. So this is what it is, you guys. So if you want, some quirky, creative, and individual stuff or something, then you're welcome here. Click the like button if you want to, subscribe to the channel, and you're not gonna miss any video. And sorry that you hear some noise, but I love to talk and to make practical things here at home. And so I hope that you don't mind. But I believe, it can be nice to eat with somebody, to hang around with someone at home, and that's something like that. I'm baking bread. All right, so I'm gonna make a photo of this dove. And again, I was improvising this bread because I was reading recipes and I hated them because every recipe said that you need to massage it for hours, and I'm not gonna do that. So I improvise again. So always when I improvise something, I like it in the end. So at least, you know, yeah. Why I don't have any sort of, I don't want to have any sort of people in my household who are strangers. At least this is basically it. It is about the energies that are strange energies that are not my family, you know, not my, what belongs to me. And I don't say that people couldn't be the better spouses if they're strangers, you know what I mean? Because everybody has their, yeah, character faults maybe, right? So nobody's perfect. And I'm not saying that somebody from the outside world, so to speak, might be a problem or so, yeah? But energetically, it is another energy that comes into your space. And I think it messes up the energy thing here. And when you're sensitive to energies, you would understand me right off the bat, right? I share with you another experience, another story that I experienced here at home. I live in an apartment, yeah. I do everything right now to leave that thing here soon. I mean, I made it very cute. I have, and that's also a feng shui rule, that when you want to leave somewhere or when you want to, you know, move forward, then make it as nice as possible where you are, and be content with what you got and be thankful. Yeah. And I am very, very thankful, and I have a lot of gratitude for this apartment. I really have. And it is beautiful. It is nice. It is light, you know, actually light. You know, we have here some sunlight in and all of that, I mean, with that. But, you know, we can hear in this apartment everybody. This is really the disadvantage. And I have new neighbors, and these new neighbors, I just feel they are not really my people, yeah? So these are people, I mean, God bless them, you know what I mean? Nothing against nobody on this planet, absolutely not. So everybody should do and live how they want to live. But this is really the thing. You have the feeling that when you don't have people in your surrounding, where you just feel like, oh, these are my people, then it's just not the right energy, okay? And and when I would tell you details, you would hate it maybe too, and you would think like, oh yeah, okay, Michelle, just, you know, try everything. Maybe not everything, but, you know, hurry a bit to, you know, to actually have this change. I believe that you guys would also tell me this, yeah? So when I wake up early, let's say, and sometimes I just wake up at 6 o'clock a.m. or so, when I have stuff to do, very often I don't need an alarm. I just know I have stuff to do and my system wakes me up. That's very, very handy. I don't know, do you have that too? I think people have that when something is really important for them. And I had important exams the last few months, plus minus something. I graduated something extra, and you know, I had some seminars and this and that, and it was very important to me. And I woke up really super, super early. And my neighbors, who are that loud, and we are still talking about these stranger energies, right? Who don't belong really into your energetical system, or you don't feel so. And they are coughing very loud. They are doing everything very loud, you guys, yeah? They're laughing very loud, very hysterically. I don't like that. I'm a more, you know, laid-back, calm person. I mean, I'm laughing too, but oh yeah, okay, so it's not really my style. Okay, anyways, and they are coughing as they would, you know, throw up. Like men cough when they have, you know, all the time any sort of slime inside their lungs. And that's super annoying, okay? But the story goes on, so they, you know, cough and, you know, cough that shit out. I'm, you know, listening to their coughing. I don't like them anyways. Sorry, you know, not my people. And then they are, you know, throwing or puking out, and I think like, you know, shut the fuck up. And then, you guys, it was like this. Then I still felt them. They stopped coughing, and they were a little bit still for a moment, but I still felt their energy. I still felt their energy, and then after a minute or something, they made any sort of noise again. And then came a point, and you guys, I don't hear everything when they are making noise. I just hear them in my apartment when they make loud noises, yeah? When they have the windows open, when they are coughing, you know, in a super weird way only men can do. I'm sorry, but you know. I mean, guys, I love you, yeah? But you actually know what I'm talking about. This sort of just, you know, I don't know, just being alive. And then, you guys, and then there came a little switch, energy switch. And then I just knew, I didn't hear them closing the door, because closing the door, for example, when they leave the apartment, their apartment, I can't hear in my apartment, because the sound of them just closing the door with a key or something is very silent, yeah? So these details I fortunately don't hear in my apartment, and I'm glad about that. But I didn't hear them really with all these details, but you know, it was a moment. It was just this energy switch, a moment, a short moment, and I knew they are gone. They are probably at work now. I mean, I don't know them in person, but what I want to tell you is I didn't hear them leaving the apartment. I didn't. I also don't hear everything about them. I only hear details when they're really loud. This is what I'm hearing. But I don't hear details when they do stuff. You know what I mean? If it's, you know, in a normal, if it's not that too loud, let's say. So that was only energetically. So I didn't really hear that they left the apartment, but I felt the energy, and I really knew in this moment they're gone. I'm alone now in my energy, and they left. And so I really had no chance to really hear them. It's not about acoustic, yeah? It's not about listening and not about hearing. It was really the energy and really the feeling, yeah? And this is what I really would like to talk about, because this is what I differentiate, yeah? This really feeling the energy, because they were gone, the energy was gone with them. So yeah, that was all about, you know, this highly sensitive and mediumship, which allows me to step into the energies of somebody and just feel them, and also make a reading on that. And yeah, that was it. So thank you so much for watching, you guys, for subscribing to my channel, for, you know, hanging out with me, which is actually quite nice. You know, I love to make these little podcast videos for you here. Yeah, what are your experiences? Are you maybe similar, sensitive, or maybe not even, yeah. So that's also interesting when people are really robust, right? I find that totally interesting because it's just a different quality. I think so. Yeah, it is very related to autism, I believe, what I have, but who knows, I don't know. I just know, I have my own strategies for that. And I also have a total open G Center for those who like human design. So, take care, bye.